You may have noticed when you were playing with your program that some keys just weren't working right. Now, for the purposes of this tutorial series, we're only focusing on basic keys and not every key on the keyboard. But there are some keys that would be worth logging, even though they're not letters or numbers. For example, run the program and press the arrow keys, up, down, left, right. The console window prints the ASCII values just fine. Let's close this and let's go to the output file. Go to the keylog directory on the desktop. Log.txt. The up arrow is interpreted as the and symbol. The down arrow is interpreted as the parenthesis. The left arrow is interpreted as a percent sign. And the right arrow is interpreted as an apostrophe. We must keep this in mind before logging the data to a file. We can also note that that keys like backspace and enter do not have a printable ASCII character value. So if you were to do it, they would print out just small boxes in here. I'll run the program again to demonstrate. Press F9. And I'll press enter, backspace, and the delete key. And I'm going to close this, come back to my log file. We can see that it prints these little ASCII boxes. This means that there is a character there, but the text reader does not know how to represent it. The special keys that I'd like to add to our program are backspace, enter, space, tab, shift, control, escape, end, home, left arrow, up arrow, right down arrow, and the period. Close this, and I'm going to delete the log file and get back to our code. In order to add the backspace key, we must reference our ASCII chart again. I can see that here ASCII character number 8 is going to be the backspace key. So I'm going to click on the dev C++, and I'm going to go below our C out here to line number 35. Actually, I'm going to go down to line number 36, put an if statement, if keystroke equals 8 f printf output file, comma, %s, end quote, and I'm going to write backspace. Excellent. We look here at line number 37. That's the line. These 36 and 37 are the two lines that we just added. Now let's run the program. Press the backspace key, and we'll close this. Come down to our log.txt, and it did not write properly. Let's see what we did wrong here. Keystroke equals 8 fprintf. Aha! Because I have it printing out right here as well. So I'm going to erase line number 32 when we print out to the file in the beginning. And also another mistake that I have is here on line number 33, we close the link to the file before we write to it. So let's cut this, and we'll place this down here on line number 39. And we'll sharpen the code up a little bit, bring this up, the C out up here. Okay, so I just moved the F close down here. So let's press F9 again and press backspace. All right, now this should work. Let me close this and open up log. Great. So now we have backspace written out to our file. I'm going to close this and bring up dev. Make sure that you make your code look just like this. And we're going to continue on. There's a couple other ones that we're going to add here. We're going to add the line return, so when the user presses enter, it's going to make a line return. So I'm going to copy this and paste it below here. Else if keystroke equals, and this time we're going to be looking for 13, print to the file a line return, which is \n. You come down to the next line. Else if, and now we're going to look for a space, which is ASCII value number 32, and we'll just print a space. Perfect. Now we'll start using a different method of determining other special keys. To get the tab key, we will search for the value of vk_tab. This is the value deciphered and stored in one of the header files we declared above. So we'll come down to the next line, and I'm going to paste that again. Else if keystroke equals, and this time we're going to do vk_tab. So if it equals a tab, print to the user tab. Copy this. I'm going to come down to line 42, put another else statement here. And next we're going to be searching for shift. So in order to find this, we're going to search for vk_shift and then print to the file, shift. Keep moving along. Paste that down here. We're here on line 44 and 45, the two working lines. After we search for the shift, we're going to search for the control key, and we're going to print to the user control. Beautiful. Keep moving on down the line here. After we search for control, next we're going to do escape, and then type escape. Pasting again. After we search for escape, Then we will search for end, the end key, and then type that here. All right, we're doing pretty good. End, then home. And after we do home, we'll come down to the next line, and we'll do the arrow keys. Left. We're almost done here. And after we do left, we're going to do another arrow key. We're going to do the up arrow key. And after we do this, we will do the right arrow key. Type right, and then print out to the file right, the word right. After we do the right arrow key, then we're going to be searching for the down arrow key. Down, and then we're going to have a condition to search for a period. And this is going to be as follows. I'm going to just print this, but I'm going to erase this. I'm going to be searching for two values. If keystroke equals 190, or, and I'm going to copy this, or keystroke equals 110, print to the file, and I'm going to erase my brackets, a period. So now that we have all these special conditions in here, whatever is left, we'll just print to the file as normal. So then we'll have a fail-safe condition down here. If we don't meet any of these conditions, copy one of these fprintfs and put that down here. fprintf output file, and then %s, and symbol keystroke, key underscore stroke. And then close the output to the file. I'm going to press F9, execute this, and see if it works. Let's see, I'll type in WiBit, W-I-B-I-T. Then we'll push the Shift key, Enter, Backspace, up, down, left, right. Close this, and let's see what we get in our log file. WiBit, Shift. This backspace was here from before. Backspace, up, down, left, right. So it seems to be working just fine. Close this and delete it. I'm going to just do one more test. I'm going to run through and I'm going to type all the keys in. Every single thing that we added here from line 34 all the way down here to line 63. Now when you're coding this by yourself, make sure that if you're having a hard time seeing the code on the screen, pause the screen a little every now and then just so you can get a good look. So we got here from 8 and scrolling all the way down here. Great. I'm going to press F9 and I'm going to do it in this order. Backspace, Enter, Space, Tab, Shift, Control, Escape, the End key, the Home key, Left, Up, Right, Down, period. Hopefully I did everything right. Let me close this and we'll open up the log file. Here we go. Backspace, and then Enter made a character return that it came down here. Then I pushed space, so that's why there's a space here. Then Tab, then Shift, then Control, Escape, End, Home, the arrow keys, and the period. Excellent. I'm going to delete my log file and come back here to dev C++. At this point, we have a functional keystroke logger. We will continue this tutorial with adding stealth to our program. So make sure that you code everything on here perfect, exactly the way this is, and we'll come back in the next one and we'll add the stealth code and then we'll conclude this video tutorial series.